Namaste. Solar eclipse will start on 29th March, which is on Saturday at around 2:20 p.m. Indian Standard Time. So what is the impact of the solar eclipse on all 12 zodiac signs is what I have discussed in this podcast. Also, during the solar eclipse period, you should not eat anything. You can drink water, but avoid eating food during the solar eclipse period. As I have explained in this podcast, lunar eclipse impacts your mind. Solar eclipse is the next stage, that first, whatever you do happens in your mind. You make a decision and then you take an action. That action or that change that which manifests is signified by solar eclipse. So I have explained this briefly in this podcast, as well as the mantra remedy, and in the end of the podcast there is a beautiful story of Mahavira and how you can avoid the repeating cycle of mistakes by becoming more aware. So today is 22nd March, and exactly after 7 days, on 29th March, is solar eclipse day. So watch this podcast, implement the remedies, and also listen to the story at the end of this podcast. So let's begin.
Eclipses represent both endings and new beginnings. Often a new beginning can feel like a painful ending. Every ending starts in the mind. For example, before resigning from a job, your mind makes the decision first and then you take action. The same applies to breakups or divorces. The decision begins mentally before it becomes a reality. In astrology, a lunar eclipse influences your thoughts and emotions, helping you decide what needs to end. Later, the solar eclipse brings those decisions into action, making the change visible in your life. This cycle of inner realization followed by outer change is how endings and beginnings unfold. The impact of a solar eclipse depends on how the lunar eclipse influenced your thoughts and decisions. However, for any planetary event to have a major effect, there must be underlying karmic reasons. Without these, the impact will be minimal or insignificant. For example, if you lead a simple life with no children, few relationships, no enemies, and spend your time working, meditating, or chanting, there isn't much for the eclipse to influence. In such cases, you may only experience minor routine changes or temporary issues like falling sick. There is no smoke without fire. And if there is no significant fire in your life, there won't be much smoke or impact from the eclipse. You understand? On the other hand, if your life is complex, filled with ambitions, conflicts, and past mistakes, the solar and lunar eclipse may bring noticeable changes. If you have wronged others, pursued selfish goals, or made many enemies, then these planetary events may act as a catalysts leading to significant shifts in your life. In short, if you live a peaceful and content life, the solar eclipse will likely bring only minor adjustments. But for most people whose lives are intertwined with desires, ambitions, and relationships, a solar eclipse often marks the beginning of a significant new chapter. A solar eclipse is not just a celestial event. It is a profound cosmic shift that marks both endings and new beginnings. This transformative energy is often misunderstood because what feels like a painful ending is often the beginning of something far greater. The effects of a solar eclipse are closely tied to the previous lunar eclipse, which influences your thoughts and emotions, gently guiding you toward the necessary changes. Change is what is significant during the eclipse period. In fact, the eclipse period marks a significant change in personal as well as professional life. And as the solar eclipse in Pisces unfolds, it brings an opportunity for a deep spiritual healing and emotional growth. Pisces is a sign of intuition, spirituality, and transcendence. Pisces solar eclipse invites you to release what no longer serves your soul's journey. For each moon sign, the eclipse brings unique experiences and realizations. Let's explore how this cosmic event of solar eclipse will influence your moon sign and the most suitable mantras and donations to be done for divine support. Let's begin with Aries. For Aries, the eclipse opens a gateway to the subconscious mind. Long held fears and suppressed emotions may rise to the surface, urging you to confront and heal them. You might feel an overwhelming desire to break free from the mental patterns that limit you. This period of introspection will eventually lead to a greater sense of freedom and clarity. On the health front, be mindful of stress and sleeplessness. Chanting the mantra Om Shri Ramaya Namaha, Om Shri Ramaya Namaha will provide strength and courage to you. During the solar eclipse, chant this beautiful mantra Om Shri Ramaya Namaha. Offering red lentils or a red cloth in charity can further balance the energies around you. Taurus will feel the solar eclipse impact through changes in their social circle and community connections. Friendships that no longer align with your values may dissolve, making space for new, more supportive relationships. Emotional bonds will deepen and authentic connections will emerge. However, be mindful of your throat and neck health. Chanting the mantra Om Hrim Shrim Lakshmi Bhyo Namaha, Om Hrim Shrim Lakshmi Bhyo Namaha. Chanting this mantra will invoke the blessings of Goddess Lakshmi. I suggest that please chant this mantra during the solar eclipse day. Offering rice and white sweets in charity will enhance positive vibrations in your life. For Gemini, the eclipse brings significant shifts in your career and public life. Ambitions that once seemed fulfilling may lose their appeal, making room for more meaningful pursuits. Trust the universe's timing and allow your professional goals to evolve naturally. Digestive concerns may arise during the solar eclipse, reminding you to care for your physical health. Chant the mantra Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Chant this mantra dedicated to Lord Krishna, and this will bring clarity and success in your life. Donate yellow items like turmeric or bananas. By doing so, it will align you with divine guidance. Cancer natives will experience a transformation in their belief systems and spiritual pursuits. This is a time to question old ideologies and embrace new perspectives. A journey of learning, whether through higher studies or spiritual exploration, may begin. Liver and digestion issues may surface during the solar eclipse period, signaling the need for mindful eating. Worshipping Lord Ram and chanting the beautiful joyous mantra Sri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram, Sri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram, Sri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. Chanting this mantra will provide spiritual strength to you. So chant this mantra during the solar eclipse day and donate milk or white flowers, as this will help you in cleansing and uplifting your spirit. Leo natives will navigate changes related to joint finances, inheritances, or shared resources. This solar eclipse asks you to release attachments to material security and trust in the greater flow of abundance. Reproductive health and stress management will require your attention. Performing Surya Namaskar daily and chanting the beautiful mantra Om Sri Ramaya Namaha, Om Sri Ramaya Namaha will align you with the sun's powerful energy. Donating wheat or jaggery will also bring divine blessings in your life. For Virgos, the eclipse brings a spotlight to your relationships. Partnerships that no longer serve your highest good may naturally come to an end. Alternatively, bonds built on mutual respect will grow stronger. Emotional clarity will guide your decisions. Managing anxiety through grounding practices will be beneficial for you. Chanting the Lakshmi mantra, the mantra that I love a lot and which is also very beneficial for you, and that mantra is Om Hrim Shrim Lakshmi Bhyo Namaha, Om Hrim Shrim Lakshmi Bhyo Namaha. Chanting this beautiful Lakshmi mantra and donating green leafy vegetables will invite stability and grace in your life. Libras will witness shifts in their daily routines and work-life balance. This is an opportunity to break free from monotonous patterns and establish healthier habits. Your well-being should be prioritized with particular attention to digestive health. Chanting the great Krishna mantra Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. In devotion to Lord Krishna, chant this beautiful mantra and donate yogurt or white clothes, as this will help in cleansing negativity and bring renewed vitality in your life. Scorpios may experience transformations in their creative expressions and romantic relationships. Passion projects will reach their culmination, while new avenues of joy and artistic fulfillment may open up. Matters of the heart will be revisited, encouraging deeper emotional growth. Lower back health should be monitored, and chanting the mantra Om Kala Bhairavaya Namaha, Om Kala Bhairavaya Namaha, dedicated to Lord Kala Bhairav, will offer protection and healing. So chant this mantra on the solar eclipse day as much as you can, and donate black sesame seeds, as this will help you in overcoming all kind of negative black magic energies. For Sagittarius, the eclipse will revolve around family dynamics and domestic matters. Relocation, renovations, or ancestral responsibilities may take precedence. This is a time to heal past family wounds and cultivate inner peace. Respiratory health might require attention. Chanting the mantra Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya will invoke divine blessings in your life. Donating yellow pulses will harmonize the planetary influences. Capricorns will find their communication style evolving, leading to transformative conversations and insights. You may feel compelled to speak your truth, but with mindfulness and empathy. Short distance travel or learning endeavors may also arise. Respiratory issues and stress management will require vigilance. Reciting the Om Kala Bhairavaya Namaha mantra and donating black clothes or sesame oil will provide resilience in your life. And so on the solar eclipse day, chant this powerful Kala Bhairav mantra. Om Kala Bhairavaya Namaha, Om Kala Bhairavaya Namaha, Om Kala Bhairavaya Namaha. Aquarius natives will face shifts in their financial landscape. New income opportunities may surface, while old patterns of financial management may no longer serve you. It's a time to realign your values with how you earn and spend. Dental and skin health should be prioritized. Chanting the mantra Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya in devotion to Lord Krishna and donating curd or rice will attract abundance in your life. The last zodiac sign, Pisces. For Pisces, this solar eclipse is deeply personal, heralding a period of inner transformation. You are shedding layers of old identities and stepping into your authentic self. Embracing self-growth and spiritual exploration will bring immense fulfillment in your life. Mental well-being should be nurtured through meditation and mindfulness. Meditating on the beautiful Lakshmi mantra. Om Rhim Shrim Lakshmi Bhyo Namaha. Om Rhim Shrim Lakshmi Bhyo Namaha. And donating water or sandalwood will bring peace and clarity in your life. The solar eclipse in Pisces serves as a powerful wake-up call for those who have yet to embark on their spiritual journey, while also offering a profound opportunity for those already on the path to deepen their practice. Remember, there are only two mistakes on the spiritual path: never starting and giving up halfway. Many begin their spiritual journey with enthusiasm only to abandon it while challenges arise. This is how they become entangled in the endless cycle of sansar, the worldly existence. To illustrate this truth, let me share an inspiring story of Lord Mahavira and a young prince who once sought his blessings. Once it happened, a young prince came all the way to meet the Mahavira. And Mahavira used to live in a forest beneath a tree, and there was no question of having any clothes because he roamed naked. There was no question of food because a little help from the forest trees was enough to take care of his body. And there was nobody with him. He lived alone. Nobody knew about his whereabouts. But the young prince had found the way. It happens. It always happens. When the master wants you, you find his way. And so the young prince had found the way towards the master. He came, he bowed before the master and said, I have renounced everything. Now I have decided not to go back to my palace. I have left behind all the luxuries of the palace, all the pleasures. I have left forever. Now please don't let me go back. I don't want to go back. I had enough. Now I want to live the rest of my life at your holy feet. Master, please accept me. Mahavira was listening, but his eyes were closed. A certain fragrance lingered around him. His glow, his peace, his aura. The young prince was deeply touched by just being in the omnipresence of the Mahavira. Mahavira smiled. He said, "If that is what you want, then be it so. You can stay with me." The young prince's joy knew no bounds. There was nothing else that he had wished for. His wish was granted. He was let in. But life in the forest is not as easy as it seems to be. In that forest, the young prince somehow spent the first 2 nights. But it was becoming difficult, sleeping on the hard ground, and there were mosquitoes, many mosquitoes, and in the night, the fearful voice of the wild animals. That was too scary. After spending 4 sleepless nights, the young prince started missing his luxurious life, the beautiful maids, the servants, the royal bed. On the 5th night, the young prince could not control himself. He got up, he decided to leave the master, and he was about to leave. Suddenly, the master, Mahavira, appeared before him. The prince was taken aback. He wondered how the master came all of a sudden. He bowed before Mahavira and said, "I cannot live such a difficult life, master. I came to stay with you, but now I want to leave." Such was the state of his being that his eyes became wet. Life in the forest is indeed a very, very hard life, especially for someone who have been living in a luxurious life, a life of a palace. Mahavira smiled. It was understandable. Mahavira also had been a prince of a very rich kingdom. He could understand. He touched the young prince, just a soft touch on the forehead, and then he left. The next morning, when Mahavira was seated beneath the tree, the young prince came rushing towards him. The prince fell upon the feet of the master and started crying. "Mahavira," the master asked, "why you cry? You haven't yet left?" Upon listening to the words of the master, the prince said, "How can I leave you? How benevolent you are, how compassionate. Yesterday with your gracious touch, I went into deep trance, and in that state, I went through my past births, and then I realized that in my past birth also, I had left you, because I wasn't able to live the forest life. For luxurious life, I left you last time, and this time also I was about to leave you, but it was your divine intervention, your compassion that prevented me from committing the same mistake again. How can I thank you? Even if I give my whole life to you, still it will not be enough. Master, all I am, all that I have, I lay them down before you. I will never ever leave you again, never." And the young prince never left the master. It is said that he went on to become one of the greatest saints that the world had ever known. My fellows, awareness can change your life. It always can. Life goes on repeating like a wheel unless you become aware, unless you become conscious of your actions. You have to raise the level of your consciousness by being more faithful, more meditative, and more truthful. Horoscope is simply the naked truth of all that you have been doing in the last birth cycles, this birth and the many births to come. Horoscope is just a medium that lets you know about your journey so far and the journey beyond this human life. Your focus is too much on your horoscope, and that is where you all go on missing. The focus should change from knowing to knower, and that is yourself. The focus should be to look within, because what is on the outside is not real. What is in the inside is real, and my whole effort is to help you all bring face to face with the real yourself. Enough for now. Focus more on doing meditations and chanting on the solar eclipse day, and avoid or immediately block toxic, negative, offensive people. Remember, life is too short, and we don't want to spend our valuable time on this planet in reacting to negative, ignorant fellows. So block them, cut them off, let there be no noise, because remember, it is only in silence that you can come face to face with the ultimate reality, the ultimate consciousness, God consciousness. So focus on yourself, focus on your inward journey. Jai Sri Ganesha, Jai Guru.
Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha.